1, 2, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Let the hair flare, let the echoes roar. Because what are we? We are live once more. At least I reckon so. Also, good idea to double check because, well, I am very scared for things to go wrong. Yeah, seems like we are live again. Happy days, long days, many a days ahead of us. But yeah, neat and nice. Hi, Alufan. Welcome to the transmission. As you can see, since you usually tune into the RPG ones, this time we got a bit of a different overlay. This is the one that we usually use for 4x3 games, but yeah, still, welcome. Even the WOD watchers will be able to now see what you type. Hope you've had yourself a good Sunday. No. Thank you. I don't know anything about this game. Why? Then I will tell you. This here is the Unlife of Gorlak. It is best described as a racing sim. You know, like your Princess Makers, your... I think the Princess Maker is probably the most popular one of the genre. It's made by Landshark Rar, who is a friend of the transmission. In fact, during the first transmission that we held of this, he was even here to show up and talk a bit about the game development of it, so that was fun. That was my day. My day's been good. I have a 400 milligrams of ibuprofen in my body, so the sickness doesn't hurt as much anymore. Racing sim. I know. I'll show you as soon as we get into it. So what we want to do is we want to get to a new game. We managed to get at least one ending. Would you like to view some information on the other endings that you can find? Sure. Ending logbook. Welcome to the ending log. Here you can view the artwork seen at the endings, as well as getting hints on how to find the other endings. You have one twist of fate. So anyway, we only gotten one ending. Yeah, only one ending. Bird of a Cycle. Damn, 70 transmission streak, Blaine. That is impressive. And I'm sick. Yeah, sadly, ever since Friday. This looks like RPG Maker. Yeah, correct. Correctamundo, pal. This game was developed in RPG Maker. So let's see. What's my ending hint? Let's see. Well then, chat. I'll give you a number. 1 through 4. Which one should I go with? 3. You got a number. And since I talked a mile a minute, I'll repeat it a bit slower. Sadly, I'm a bit Blaine. It's mainly just a cough and a headache so much, so it's not super terrible. At least I'm not stuck in bed. That's for sure. At least they aren't putting me on cooldown mode in the hangar. Buy one hint with a twist of fate. Show the people you are beefy and not a nerd. Well, I guess this will lead us to go for a jock ending then, I guess. Strength. Massive strength. How about yeah, thank you. Thank you for the love, Lane. We'll continue on normal. The moon is high in the evening sky as you draw near to the object of your ire. You spot him and make your approach. You are flying, skulking, charging, announcing, charging. You fearlessly charge your foe, an honorable warrior, tireless and eager to meet the blade and claw. You are thrust into the heat of battle, eager to draw blood. You make your strike. You use your might. Unleash your magic. Oh, no, fuck. Ah! He unfortunately is not taken up with your opening volley and responds with a strike of his own. You defend yourself by... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Well, this won't be the end of the all, but... It wasn't enough. You fall in battle, blood stains your claws, you sink into the abyss as the cold takes your body and your soul roils in. Fear, sorrow, anger. Acceptance. Last time we did acceptance, I wanted to, well, go for a bit of a strength boost at the start, but we will make do. Sorrow. Time passes. Great works crumble as new ones rises. But in what's left of your heart, you know your name is still whispered in fear. It has to be. Oblivion continues to eat away at your being until one day you feel yourself pulled back. As you bubble to the surface of existence, you feel the twinge of an old wound as somewhere the star falls from heaven. From somewhere a voice reaches you. Rise! You hear your name? Yes, your name. Feared and revered. It's Gorlak. Ah yeah, that's a very nice feature. Since we've already seen the opening scene once, let's not dilly-dally and see it again. Skip. Now we've already gone through the tutorial once before. We're in our lair indeed, so let's see. 10 stamina, 17 toughness, strength 7, arcana 10, spooky 5. Let's see, I don't think that we are currently strong enough to go for... Oh, we could be strong enough to go for an excursion. Or we could. We could brave it. But yeah, as you do noted before, this is built in RPG Maker. I think specifically RPG Maker MV. The training guards are level 1. And our focus stat for this run will be strength. You spend the day on physical training, 6 strength plus 1 stamina. The sun sets on another day. You're able to relax a spell. It's day 2. The day feels calm. You only encounter fewer battles on excursions today. Well, let's make use of that. Well, let's go to the Waste Ruins. I'm going to visit the ruins of my old lair. I suspect one of my generals, Black, may lie there. He was my most loyal scout and invaluable to my work. He'll be long dead by now. Do you think I'm hoping... Do you think I'm keeping you around because I think you're cute? What? You head off into the wasteland before continuing this pointless prattle. It's nice to be back again with this music. You're exploring the wastelands. You may find your old friend here. You have 26 energy, so we can explore twice. Some kids are wandering the field. Scare them off, regale them with tales, impress them. 50% chance. 50% chance for it to succeed. We'll roll on it. Complete failure. You popped a shoulder. It clearly hurt badly enough for the kids don't even bully you. It clearly hurts badly enough that the kids don't even bully you. Thankfully, you take 54 damage. Man. Hi, maybe I shouldn't gamble too much. Yeah, come on, cousin Jovial Avon with a large pack. He was one of his wings ruined some wares he had hidden. Howdy, you look like someone who could use some special equipment. I'm sure you'll find something you like. Yeah, indeed we will. Let's see. What is the weapon of choice actually for this run? Last time we went with Orb. We're pondering it in fact. Maybe we can go with rapiers. Rapiers or bows? Probably rapiers, yeah. And yeah, we're still poor, so... Yeah, reinforced leather might be our go-to, but that's for planning for the future. For now, never mind. Biter beasts may not be tough, but they're quick to get their hits in. You ease and stress. You're exploring the information land. Yeah, that was a waste of time. Unless we got a tiny bit of strength then. The stress of the day gnaws at me. You slept pretty well last night. You're in a better mood today. We may as well just keep working out a bit. You spend the day in physical training. Yeah? The sun sets on another day. You're able to relax. It's day 4. While doing a little cleaning, you manage to find some loose change. You find 70 gold. And let's see. We wanna train one more time. Because we need to get our attack up as much as possible. Day 5. We are being greeted by the Dodger Witch. I'm the best sweat in the land for an ambitious lord looking to exert their might. Yeah, no, this is gonna be our endgame stuff. Once again, pardon all the coughing. Man, I wish I was rich. The mithril site would be nice, but I think rapiers are our way to go. Well, I could buy the herb bundle. That sounds funny. But yeah, thank you for your heads up, Witch. Let's see, how much did it cost to upgrade stuff again? 200. One more day of training. Will you experience Gorlak is how to use a bone rattler? The sun sets on another day. You're able to relax. While doing like the cleaning, you managed to find some loose change. Nice. 40 gold plus. So yeah, now we can buy ourselves a upgrade to our lair. You can buy motivation poster upgrade. Yep, please do. Thanks. Howdy. I'm here for a dose of tortures to keep you out of a pit of death. Oh, I see what you meant. Yeah, no, you recognize these sorts of games, yeah? You play any yourselves? The main one that I used to play while growing up was, well, Princess Maker. Because that's just the end-all be-all of racing sims, I believe. Do I even have any equipment on? Nope, I am. I am going all in. A couple, yes, but none that I can actually mention on here, LMAO. Ah, I see. You know, I would have expected that there would be racing sims on the 18 plus variety, but I haven't actually played any of those. Otra vez. Training grounds. Meat. You spend a day on physical training. The sun sets on another day. You're able to relax a spell. Nice, 40 energy. Now I can explore a lot. You find yourself awakening to some noise at the door. You check to see if it's some overeager neighbor you need to shoo away. You slam the door hard, one of the outsiders yelps in shock. Why are the soldiers at your door? You can't have that much reputation after just a week, right? You search out the necromancer to get some answers. Can you explain why there's a small squad of do-gooders looking to kill me at our door? Ah, well, you see, while you were going about your business, I've been spreading whispers of your return. Why, the other necromancers are fuming with jealousy at my work with you. This braggart is going to risk putting you in the dirt again over their own ego. Before you have time to tear into them, you hear your guests letting themselves in. Unfortunately, you don't have time to tear into the necromancer right now, so you give him a stern glare before going to kick out the intruders. Right, so this wasn't too bad last time. But last time we were also a very powerful mage. Yeah, we should be fine. As long as we just rattle them, boys. We punch very hard. The spell is giving you something to learn. We will put our points into toughness. You send the interlopers running for the hills. And don't bother coming back. The necromancer applauds you in a poor attempt to make this situation seem less annoying. You are too annoying to lay into him about this, so you shoo him away with a fierce glare. They take the hint and shuffle away. The points you gain in your trail shall be added to your skills. Nice. There we are. A new week begins. Yes, and we're moving by very fast. Then again, in this week we have mainly just trained. I guess the first week is a good time to just train. Now it's a good time to go to do some excursions. Nice, Avon guy. Howdy. I still don't have any gold. But I can always ponder the stuff here. Never mind, but it was a pleasure meeting you again. You're gonna be familiar with how to find this merchant. You can now choose a shop with this merchant without spending energy. Lucky us. You pass by some mean looking guys and it gives you a look. We're too tough for them. They clearly were hoping to get a piece of you, but you're not about to let them get it. You're faced with two bandits. You have the upper hand. What do I do? Stare them down, pickpocket them, act friendly, or just walk away? Well, our best chance is to steal something from them. Nice. It's our victory. You managed to finesse taking something out of their pockets. You take your leave before they realize what happened. You found a travel hat. Better that than nothing. You explore not to reach a goal. Would you like to reach your goal or explore elsewhere for now? Try, let's do the goal event. As you explore the ruins, you stumble upon something familiar. It's a mark left behind by your old minion that looks quite old. He may not still be walking around like you. But you rejoice, yet for this site seems undisturbed for quite some time. You may find a clue to its resting place, and so you unearth your prize. We find some iron claws, and some 100 gold, some personal belongings and a note. Ye who disturbs this shite shall find himself at the mercy of a deadly curse. A ruse, one of his favorites, although it didn't always work. Gorlak, if you're someone not dead after you ran off, I'll be at Sullivan's Lake. A lead, although he may not have had the wherewithal to die there. But hey, he did. He did. You have a necromancer on your side. We will continue on our journey. So now you gotta be a gym rat to get a different ending. Yep, or at least then we have to boast off that we work out a lot. Because, well, there are 5 endings. We can always get the normal one. But if that fails, we can always try for a more funny ending. And that is why we use the twist of fate, because every time that we successfully complete a run, we get a twist of fate that we can use to unlock a hint to get another ending. The goal is giving you the strength to carry on. One last exploration. Since you're in water, you go to find cover. Nice, another success. You manage to stay hidden as your foe approaches and get to jump on them. You're upon to biter beast. You have the upper hand. Let's take a swing. Before anyone can react, you take your swing at your assailants. You manage to get a swing in first. And they are very confused. There we are. 12 gold. This battle is giving you something to learn. Which should be our secondary skill, because Landshark did give us a tip. Always try to just aim for 2 specific skills. If you can do that, you're generally in a good spot. Strength, toughness would be our main ones. But flight's not too bad. You're exploring the wastelands. Yeah, but we're out of energy, my friend. With just great stamina, Gorlak has learned to use paced breathing. Nice. The sun sets on yet another day. You're able to relax a spell. It's day 8. You started to poke around the dusty old storeroom and found a syrup. Lucky me. There you go. Attack and agility up, and this one MP and resistance, as good as anything. 65 energy, we are in for it now. Let's keep going. Catacombs. I suspect one of my generals may lie in the catacombs. And you're sure they lie there, given your history? Where White decided to stay after my death is not something I have much to say over. White, as in the White Guardian that roams those decrepit halls? Well, if they made such a name for themselves, you should be glad you have them on our side. We're exploring the catacombs. We may find an old friend here. As you wander the halls, your ear catches the sound of something jingling, shuffling, somewhere above you. Suddenly, from the ceiling descends a many-armed salesman. Their arms draped with fancy chains and trinkets. They gesture with their many hands adorned with rings, holding various wares, some of which you might find useful. Hi there, bud. Looking to do some shopping? I'm very sure you'll find something you like. What should we actually go for? We do have the basic weapon. In that case, we should probably go for some armor. Enhances the form of your physique, it makes you feel powerful. Yeah, no, this is it. This is gonna be our body. Right. Now we only just need to find us an accessory, and then we got a decent go for our first Gorlak. And what's the special selection like? Right, yeah, the red ring, the fancy amulet. I do want to pick this one up. This one will be very nice. Being critically stricken applies an increase of defenses. Take 50% less water damage. and take 200% fire damage. In due time, in due time. Thank you very much, merchant. The hole's up ahead, twisting the extra-dimensional space. And what do we do? Our best is to just rush through it quickly. Flight! Nice. That was actually really fun. Your mood has improved. And we recover a bunch of HP and MP. You spot the tracks of something that may have been very recently passed by here. Ah, no lore check. You can't make hasty tales of where they might be hiding. You're being overwhelmed by mysterious horrors. Magic them away, run away, or take us away. Well, we ain't no coward. We can still fail this, but I really hope we don't fail this. This would be terrible if we fail it. Thank you. Even a ghost can be punched. Everyone knows that. Oh, they are not strong. Triple attack. Oh, punch lack. Punch lack is gonna be fun. Well, none of these are really our skill, so... I guess you get a point of spookiness. Let's try the goal event. You manage to find the tomb of your old friend, only to find it empty. Not entirely empty, however. Various books, journals and drawings litter the little corpse cubby. You even find one of yourself that reminds you of how much weight you've lost over the years. What's this? Beneath the sketches of you is an envelope with feels like loose gems. What's your old emergency fund? You pull some of the gems out to sea. Yeah, you can remember some of these pretty well. You know, they won't like you just grabbing these, but you kinda need the money. Another travel hat for us. You take a few, totaling 100 gold words, and leave a note. Hopefully they don't get us too upset about this. 2 more explorations. You sense something approaching. Damn. You can't seem to spot your phone near, remain unseen by mysterious horrors. Even a ghost can get punched. Idiot. Yeah, this is going very nicely for us. 12 gold. And a syrup. This battle has given us something to learn. What do we learn? We learn some more spookiness. Ooh. Alright, one final exploration for the day. Ah, it's the merchant. Nice. If you're one of the wizardry types, you might be tempted to mess with the illusion mages. Just be careful you don't make a boogeyman. They'll mess you up. Yeah, 143 gold. Not enough to buy anything, but we can sell some stuff. Take that hat. And take 2 of our syrups. You got pretty familiar with how to find this merchant. You can now choose to shop with this merchant without spending any energy. Lucky us. And we'll ease some further stress. Yeah, end the day. The sun sets on yet another day. A time of relaxations. It's day 9. He decided to poke around the dusty old storeroom and found a potion. Is today a training day? Nah, today is an Yeah, we can afford to spend one day getting our toughness up a bit. With your experience in toughness, Gorlak has learned how to use tough out. Oh, we are very lucky. You spend the day toughening up to great results. Oh, we love that. We love a lucky roll. Directive points received. Following your directive now, Blaine. We are currently refueling. Thank you for redeeming your points. Man, we really like you poking around in our storeroom this time around. Yeah, and I think that we are strong enough to deal with the Catacombs first boss. I'll let you know when I reach 100k. Do we have to figure something out to use for 100k directive marks? What should I even use to enable that? Like, what could be worth 100k marks? Nice, lore check. You mentioned exactly where these tracks lead. You're being accosted by necromantic forces emanating from 2 ghosts. I'll just smack him. Let's get rid of this ghost by force. It's very funny how the strength checks is just, hey, let's go punch him. $19 gold. And a nice syrup. Upper spookiness. Did you have an idea for 100k? Well, do tell us. I'm always down for some way to improve this transmission. You come into a hallway that may possibly be trapped. Fly over, skulk, or drama. Fly. Nice. It's called the forced shutdown. Alright. This is menacing to say the very least. Now what would forced shutdown do in that case? That turned out to be a pretty good shortcut. You made extra progress. I end this transmission, no questions asked. I will have to ponder that, actually. I mean, it could be fun, just as a bit of a goof and a gaff. I'll take it into consideration. It's not easy to get 100k, let me tell you that. Yeah, no, fair. Yeah, no, forced shutdown, let's just have it. But even then, the rules of the forced shutdown doesn't mean that I can't start it up again shortly after. I ponder later, yeah, I shall. As your steps echo through the silent halls, a gust of wind suddenly assaults you. The echoes turn to screams as a disembodied voice begins to interrogate you. Interloper, stranger, thief, you may be as dead as us, but you do not rest here. Thief? Ah, no, they're an old friend of mine. I've been looking for them. Nay, a real friend would have visited at any point in the recent centuries. Well, that's just unfair. You're much too dead to do that. And unfortunately, the entity that's been interrogating you seems to be heading towards you faster than you can retort. Right, we got no taunts, but we can start by toughing it out. Any good maneuvers? Rattle 'em, boys! And stunned. Nice. Rattle 'em! Tough it out. We are, yeah, no, punch lag is real. This battle is giving you something to learn. We'll learn even more spookiness. I'll have you know, I don't appreciate being called a liar. You continue your search. This goal has given you the strength to carry on. You'll gain more stamina upon returning home. You're exploring the catacombs. What is this? You have come across something wretched. A puzzle door. Right, we didn't get this event last time. We smash. Yeah, we smash. Success. It turns out the puzzle log is really easy and fun to smash. Your mood improves and we recover some HP and MP. Rush it. Lucky. Do thanks. What? What do you mean by that? I feel lavacious intent from that statement. Exploring the catacombs, we find our old friend. Once again, fly. Oh, we are so lucky. You found a little something at the under the hallway. You found a syrup. Well, it was the previous options already delayed. Ah, I see. Well, I'm sorry for being a bit too fast. Right, nice. Goal found. You turn the corner and are faced with a tall figure carrying a sword as tall as they are. You take a heavy step forward. You feel a stiff wind. Perhaps that banshee decided to find some big scary guy to scare you off. This is it, knave. This is the knave I told you about. Deliver this one from our home. The large warrior lifts their claymore in both hands and rushes towards you. Tough it out. Rattle him. A quaff potion. Rattle. We are very keen on just always critting. Or always hitting the stun. Take another sip. Rattle him. Oh, very hard he struck me. Right. We may lose this. We may lose this one, chat. They're trying to topple you over. Dodge away, stand your ground. Better chance of dodging. Nice. You evaded a strike and found an opening in their movement. Gain enemy lower defense for 1 turn. Nice. Just go down already. Have I done another Elding already? Nope, I have not. I'm actually on my second run right now. I'm trying to go for... Well, we did get a hint to just boast about our muscles to people. So our current goal is to get the yacht ending, I guess we can call it. Please be slow. Oh yeah, 2 basses, 1 exploration. The way they were swinging that sword around, you would know it anywhere. Right, I know it's you. We can stop now. You sit down next to your old friend. Listen, I'm sorry I grabbed someone out of your tomb before making sure I could talk to you and they interrupt you with a big hug, just like old times. They end up knocking the wind out of you. But you're not one to turn this down. White took out some sheets of paper and charcoal from the cape. They brought something out and show you. You didn't recognize me, did ya? You take an extra piece of charcoal and paper White took out and scribbled notes yourselves. I like your new look. I hear you become the White Guardian. They pause for a moment. That's not me. You should keep away from that guy. Oh, is he out loud this time? In an effort to break the sudden attention, White gets back to writing. It's good to see you again. How did you come back? That's something I need help with. You spent on explaining your situation to White. This goal has given you the strength to carry on. You will gain more stamina upon returning home. Alright, I won't also forget to be courteous. Welcome to the transmission, Obito. Hope you've had yourself a good Sunday. Please be a good exploration. You turn a corner and suddenly you find yourself underwater somehow. A water spirit seems to be trying to drown you. Too bad for them you don't have lungs. Noticing this, the spirit begins to twist the water into a whirlpool. The water spirit is attempting to rend you asunder. Yeah, no, let's tough it out. Lucky. Very lucky. Like an afternoon in a lake, your mood improves and we are healed a bit. And that's that. What's our total here actually? 20 with flight, toughness and stamina, 4 plus 4, 28. 28 poison total gained. That's pretty damn gnarly, I will tell you what. The points you've gained in your trails shall be added to your skills. With your great stamina, Gorlak has learned to use first aid. You and your old companion arrive at your lair to find the necromancer seemingly having just finished about the hard work. Oh, good, you're here. I have the ritual room. They stop themselves as they see White standing next to you, fully upright and animated on their own. Oh, did I not mention that White... Oh, did I not mention that White was already undead? You know for a fact that you didn't. So, what do you think about our new big scary muscle? Oh, well, they seem nice. Doesn't change the fact I spent all day working on the ritual of Unlife. I suppose you can just leave it be if you have some other servants who are actually dead. The sun sets on another day, and we're able to fully relax. Today feels calm. We will encounter fewer battles on our excursion today. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, no, now it's probably prime time to go on the excursion in the wastes. We're exploring the wastelands. You may find your old friend here. Let's go. A particularly aggressive dust devil is chasing you down. Stand your ground, ride the winds, or dispel it. We will stand our ground. The high winds are giving your bones a nice polish. Our mood has improved. You find some strange plants. Best choice of action would be to meditate, so... Lucky! Lucky! You recognize these plants as as ones that grew near your old home. You're a little closer to your goal. Let's try the goal event. As you wander, you find a place that feels familiar. It's a place where you've done battle against a hero. There's a rock split in two. You remember throwing that? Unfortunately, a huge boar seems to have made this area its home. It looks somewhat upset as it glares at you. Oh, it started charging right at you. Hopefully this won't be too bad. Oh yeah, no, you are not hurting me whatsoever. Oh well, actually, I think I might have misspoken. You're hurting me quite a bit. Once more. Rattling, lads. And you're done for. This battle is giving me something to learn. Now what shall we learn in? I don't know. Probably focus. Focus on's alright. This goal is giving you strength to carry on. You will gain more stamina after returning home. You pass by some mean looking guys. They give you a look. Toughness roll 30 plus 36 equals 42. I don't think that's correct mathematics. Or, well, can you guys tell me if that's correct? According to my latest modules, that would not be a correct count. I see that you are all as flabbergasted as I am, but hey, we won. That's all that matters. They're clearly hoping to get a piece of you, but you're not about to let them get it. You're face to face with two bandits. You have the upper hand. What shall we do? How does that work? I frankly don't know. I think it might just have been some sort of error at the very least. Hey, we passed it, so I won't complain about that. Stare them down, pickpocket them. Yeah, let's continue trying for a pickpocket. We can slowly get that up. You managed to finesse faking something out of their pockets. You take your lead before they realize what happened. Swirly glasses. A particularly aggressive tough dust devil. Lucky us, we can use that to heal. Something got caught in your ribcage. A syrup. Oh, well that's nice. Nice, there's some kids wandering the field. Scare them off, regale them, or impress them. Higher than a 10, let's go! Very much higher than a 10. The kids want to help you on your quest and point you towards your goal. You're a little closer to it. Once more, we stand our ground. Something got caught in our ribcage. It was under syrup. You've explored enough to reach a goal. Was there a boss here? There might be a boss here. I think it may be wise to rest up and then come back here later. So for now we'll explore elsewhere. Ah, damn. We'll take a swing. You take a blind swing and connect with something before it can get you. Oh, they don't hurt me at all. That's very funny. Oh, the power of Gorlak is here indeed. Uh, hmm. Give me flights. Explore elsewhere. Impress them with my musless. They think you're so cool. Your mood is improved, and we recover some HP and MP. One last exploration. Did I actually fail that? You do a real bad job lifting a rock and the kids make fun of you. Your mood sours. That's... I mean, I guess that is just rolling that 1 in 10 chance of just failing. Oh well. End day. We got our points up. That's what matters. With his experience in toughness, Gorlak has learned to use iron bones. The stressor they gnaws at me is day 12. We're greeted by a door-to-door witch. And we've got a ton of gold this time around, so we can actually buy something. Yeah, no, probably the rapier. Oh no, actually, let's go for the class. I lie, rapier. I'm just so indecisive right now. Rapier. Do we want to go with the mithril fangs here, or do we want to go with the barbarian harness? Actually, if we like, we might actually be able to go with both. Murderer axe. A murderer's axe. My, how fitting. A flower you can wear in your crown, and even ask one too. She didn't have these in her repertoire last time that we were here. You know, the battle beret would be... I have an idea for a drama build. A drama build will be very funny to actually use here. Yes, battle beret, showman's cane, a bunch of the exclusive stuff. Not for now. Yeah. We'll go with the mithril fangs. Nice, nice. We're stronger. Way stronger. And we can sell the claws, the sword glasses, the nice hat, and we can sell nothing more. Our defenses may be lacking, but we sure are punching way harder now. Thank you, Witch, for coming here to visit us. Thank you for buying my wares. Hmm. 86. we do take a lot less damage now. We can probably deal with whatever is in the waste ruins. Let's try the gold event. You're right at what must be Sullivan's Lake. It's smaller than what you remember. As you search about the barely familiar terrain, you find marks in stones and trees. Your dear friend spent many of his days here, but you can't help but wonder if he might have decided to stay. Oh hey, something that looks like a grave marker. Time to get exhumed in. And so you dig, and suddenly the ground gives way beneath you. A dusting shifting fills your senses as you find yourself facing the jaws of a giant antlion. An unwitting guardian of your dear minion's gravesite you will simply have to dispatch. I don't think that the antlion will have many skills up their sleeves. So I will do our usual, tough it out. Bonin' boys! Oh, we are hitting hard. We are hitting very hard. The spell has given you something to learn. Choose a skill. I guess Kikum is poisoned to skulk. You find yourself in a cavern, the sky peering through the islet above you. You were lucky your friend left a marker to his resting place on this spot, but doubt that his remains still remain to begin to worm. Let's try that again. You were lucky your friend left a marker to his resting place on this spot, but doubts that his remains still begin to worm their way into your mind. You came here for him, you best not disappoint him. You spend what felt like hours searching through the soft sand looking for the bits of corpses. You dig, and to your delight, you find the pieces of remains you were looking for. You bundle up the bodies, you can take it back to your lair. You run into a group just ready to get in the fight. They get a look at you and you give them an intimidating glare, making them falter. You're upon an even hunt with beasts. You have the upper hand. Well, we have our option. Take a swing! Before anyone can react, you take a swing at your assailants. And we get a swing in first. Oh, yeah, no, we don't actually need to use any MP for this. We deal a bit too much damage to be worried. 60 gold. And a nice potion. This spell is giving something to learn. Give me flight. Hey, more kids. Let's impress them with my mighty muscles. They think you're so cool. And we recovered a bit. You have some rubble blocking the entrance of a ruined structure. Let's try to move it. We had to roll relatively high. 30%. Ah, that's a low roll. Failure. Oops, you managed to pop a joint. You take damage. Oh, unfortunate. You manage to stay hidden as your foe approaches and get the jump on him. You're upon a pack of biter beasts. You have the upper hand. Man, just playing this game as a strength build is just unga bunga. Start up fights very quickly. And steel claws. Keep going into skulk. Yeah, focus, meditate. That's a very great roll. It's nice here. Your mood is improved, and we recover HP and MP. You pass by some mean-looking guys and give you a look. And we are very tough. They clearly were hoping to get a piece of you, but you're not about to let them get it. You have to face a bandit with beasts. You have the upper hand. We don't really have the skill for anything this. Our best shot is at stealing something, so... Oh yeah! You managed to finesse taking something out of their pockets. You take your leave before they realize what happened. A steel breastplate. Now that's an upgrade. Yeah, and we lose a bit of our attack, but we now have more max health and a bit more defense. Yeah, as soon as we get the Barbarian's harness, we're in good hands. One final exploration. Oh, it's a fire spirit just trying to give you a heat stroke. Take it, get out of here, tell it to stop. Tough it out. 8 in 100 chance to just fail this. Actually 7 in 100 chance. You feel even stronger having beaten the heat, and we gain extra toughness. And that's a good day of training, alright. Let's return home. The points you've gained in your trails shall be added to your skills. With your experience in strength, Gorlak has learned to use a lordly rake. You arrive home, the body of your cherished general in tow. The necromancer ushers you toward where the ritual preparations have been made. Wide trails close behind, a quiet rattling betrays their excitement. You gently lay down the sack of human remains. We'll need to have him properly assembled. White finds a place to sit their sword and get right to work. At least you have an expert with you on this task. It's not like you had other plans for the evening anyway. I don't suppose you have a good reference on hand, do you? Hours of puzzling together your old friend had finally come to an end. You give your own bones a break and leave the necromancer to the dark work. You stand back and keep an intent eye on the ritual that you would only assume is the one used for your own resurrection. They light some candles and do a little chant, not as flashy of a display as you expected. That is until the bones resting on the floor begin to rattle with regained life. Arcane connections pull the loose bones to their proper places. They creak as invisible joints form into what might be a cohesively formed, though much thinner human. Call him. Sure, this may be part of the ritual, you were at least conscious for this bit, yet the tone of his voice irks you. Unfortunately, they are the one with your general's life, and you want to talk to him again. Rise, Black. He finally begins to arouse. Your friend is back. He tries to stretch his newly reformed joints as he sits up. Gorlak, I was trying to sleep. He rolls over and goes back to sleep. Is this layabout truly one of your best? You suit the necromancer a sharp glare. Allow me. You pick up your sleeping body and begin to shake him about. Hop in at him, Black. We have work to do. He suddenly kicks off your face bones and expertly lands a cool flip. You're a bit sore, but hey, at least that works. I've been retired for years. I ain't. He seems to finally register the situation at hand. White, seeing Black isn't going to just fall apart, scoops him up and gives him a hug that they've clearly been trying to hold back. Looks like you missed me pretty bad. Sorry to pull you out of your retirement, old friend, but I may need your assistance. Yeah, alright, but who's this schmuck? He says, pointing a dismissive thumb towards the necromancer. This is the one who pulled us from our rest. I've been spending a lot of my time outside the lair and would like to see this place better defended by someone I know better. You need him to keep an eye on this necromancer. Hopefully you can get better idea of what this guy's deal is with your most perceptive soldier on the task. Well, big guy, looks like we're gonna be getting to know each other. Always quick on the uptake, Black. The sun sets on yet another day. The stress of the day gnaws at me. It's day 13. Ah, perfect. The spirits of self-improvement have blessed our home. You are guaranteed of a great result when training today. Now, are you ready to uphold your end of the bargain? Yes. You want me to declare my return to the screams of the general populace? Good. Then you may continue your work. I should have enough... Howdy! I'm here from the depths of Tartarus to keep you out of the pit of death. I want to get a training guns upgrade. You can buy a tough dummy to upgrade your training guns to level 3 for 1000 gold. Oof. Not good. I'm not that rich, sadly. The voice I make for the necromancer is fitting. Well, I'm happy for that. I do try to give people at least somewhat of a good voice that fits them. Even if I am admittedly just doing a bunch of guesswork. Actually, no, this is worth it. I'm gonna be selling all of my stuff, even my potions, because I want to really buy that training upgrade. Give me the training grounds. You can buy tough dummy to upgrade your training grounds to level 3 for 1000 gold. Yes, please. Thanks! You can go back now, Mammon. Now this is a training ground, alright. So this is guaranteed a great training day. Focus probably. Oh no, wait, no. I get back on that. Flight. With your great stamina, Gorlak has learned to use focus barrier. With your experience in flight, Gorlak has learned to use line cutter. You spend the day practicing your flying to great results. 20 flights and 6 stamina. The sun sets on yet another day. It's day 14. There's a knock at your lair door. Alright, what do you losers want? Hark, dark being! We come to your doorstep to put a stop at whatever machinations you may be up to. And perhaps an extended relationship as our nemesis. You affix them with a harsh glare, hoping it makes them go away. Do you really think you can just waltz up to my door and expect to be my rival? Besides, I already have a rival. Nay, there shan't be a way for him to already have a rival. He's from when I was alive, dumb shits. He'll be here at the end of the month. Oh, verily, I'm sure. A rage you didn't think you could feel anymore wells up inside you. You dare question the object of my ire's existence? Do you really think I would care about a trio of scrawny nobodies? I'll show you just how unworthy you are. Attack with your fearsome claws at full force. Yeah, that's probably gonna hurt quite a fair bit. Yeah, and a line cutter is fun. And this one will probably do a lot of damage as well. Lolly rake. Yeah, that's damage alright. So that was 900 damage for Lolly rake. How much does a double attack deal? Yeah, no, unless I crit, it is most likely worth it to do the rake. This was for single target stuff. The battle has given you something to learn. What shall we learn? Well, I'm gonna say, give me flight. Your annoying guests run back to whence they came. One of them was even crying. And don't you dare come back. Are you sure this was all necessary? Oh, don't you start. The necromancer lets out a sigh and goes back to whatever it is that he does. The bonus you gain in your trails will be added to your skills. And a new week begins for Gorlak. Now 100. That's good. Last life we barely explored the city, so we may as well start doing that now. Our stats should be good enough to handle most of the checks. So, today is the day you make your grand return. Not likely, since you've been blabbing about me. I'm not exactly going to be able to just walk around in the open. In preparation for this, you're wearing a very nice and detailed cloak that you, the player, will just have to imagine. My plan is to wander the city to find where I can make my grand proclamation. You can't just rush these things. Besides, you still gotta work up the nerve. You're exploring the city. You may find yourself here... ... As you travel, you're suddenly accosted with aggressive rhyming. You're being challenged to the undying art of slam poetry. This may get violent. Your own eloquence outdoes these bozos. Very lucky, I will tell you that much. You're winning a linguistic battle against a pair of poets. Your aggressor attempts to lay down a verse to get the upper hand, but their flow is awkward and you have the advantage. Slam them into the wall. Everyone knows the most important part of slam poetry is the slamming, and slam you do. You managed to get a swing in first. Right, these guys are actually somewhat... not tanky, I'll say, but they do have a bit more health than I would have expected. But they are no match for the lordly rake. 90 gold for me. What shall we learn? Actually, what should we learn? Give me Skulk. You pass by some mean-looking guys and they give you a look. But I'm too tough for them. They're clearly hoping to get a piece of you, but you were not about to let them get it. You're face to face with a duo of knights. You have the upper hands. What do you do? Just walk away, I guess. You simply leave at the pace they cannot, or at least will not, keep up with. You pass by some mean-looking guys. Stop it. I'm too tough for you. It happened again. 30 plus 6. Is that actually a bug? That whenever you roll 30, it just adds 3 onto your total? Because it has happened twice now. That might be something that should maybe be reported in, or at least asked about. It is 1 in a 100 chance for it to happen. Or maybe it only affects the toughness skill. Because we have encountered this twice now. You approach 2 drunk wizards. They seem to want to show off their magical ability and you have the upper hand. Cool spell. Quiz them on magic. Do a magic trick or punch them. Oh well, you know how it is. Punch. Some dark instinct to bully nerds wells up within you and you let it take over to punch one of them. Yeah, there we go. And this is gonna hurt a tiny bit. Yeah, Lolly Rake's an expensive spell. I'll tell you that much. We're rich. And a grand potion at our command. What shall we learn? What shall we learn? Toughness. As usual, you're suddenly accosted with an aggressive rhyming. You've been challenged to the undying art of slam poetry. Get fucked. Once more. The easiest thing would just be to slam him again. Yeah. You guys won't be able to kill me fast enough. I'm gonna be betting on that. Oh yeah, that was lucky. Especially after that debuff. And a syrup for me. Give me more skulky. Yeah, now I can wander around a bit longer. But man, we're getting too many events. We're just getting a bunch of fights. People really just wanna have a tussle with me. Again. They clearly were hoping to get a piece of me, but I've been fighting too many guys now, so they're pussing out. You're faced with a duo of knights. Just leave again. You seem to leave at a pace you cannot, or at least will not, keep up with. Your explorer must reach a goal. Would you like to reach your goal or explore elsewhere for now? You will not gain progress until they finish the goal. Let's try it. Hopefully it's not a boss. You stalk the city streets looking for the right place to make your grand declaration. No point in making your big return where nobody will notice. Of course, you will need to surmount the city's greatest challenges, one of which lay before you now. It is a boss. You're currently being accosted by a scary dog whose owner has him unleashed and is not paying attention. You try to get the owner's attention, but the barking is too loud and your path is blocked. This dog will stop at nothing to get at your bones. Oh well. Coffee syrup. And rattle? Rattle. Now, you just have to hope that we can out DPS the dog. Come on, doggy, sit. Sit, doggy, sit. Doggy, sit. Doggy, sit indeed. You narrowly avoided the fate of being a dog toy. We defeated the bad dog. You trounced the beast and offered to leave you and your leg alone. Thankfully, the owners decided to start paying attention to their pets. How you like my dog? You can pet him if you like. He doesn't bite. Yeah, sure. Pochito dog. Yeah, no, dogs are good boys. All dogs are good boys and girls. But alas, if you're a poor owner, then your dog can develop very bad habits. You know for a fact that isn't true. You glare at a dog who perhaps is pretending to be a good boy for now. You give him a pet. Your mutual glaring contest continuing. You remain poised as the dog gives your hand a threatening lick. You take a chance to continue down the street, leaving that scary dog in your wake. Irresponsible dog owner. I agree with that. Yeah, no. Or maybe that's just my opinion on it, because I've been growing up with dogs almost all my life. There was a couple of dogs around me when I was a wee lad. Most of my family members have had dogs. And I've had a couple of dogs growing up as well. Well, I didn't have them, the family had them. I just helped taking care of them. More stamina upon returning home. We didn't get any extra bonus stats. Oh well, please be kind to us. More fights. You made the deadly mistake of stumbling your worlds. You're dueling a pair of poets. They lay this on you so bad it leaves you at a disadvantage. Just walk away. You just walk away from this dweeb and they can't do anything about it. That's what I always say when I meet the overly aggressive dogs from my neighbors and I have one on my own. It makes me wonder how they treat them. On some extent, it is probably just of benefiting bad behavior that they think is cute. And like the current two dogs that my parents have, they have a bit of a temper on them, sure, but that's mainly because if you're outside of the gate, they start barking at you. As soon as you're inside, they start to become very eager to meet you and have fun. So there's something about just them seeing the inside of the gate as their property that makes them want to bark. We're trying to make them stop doing that, but it's been hard. Another slam poetry event, but get fucked. So he's territorial. Partially? They're partially territorial. I don't know if they're actually territorial as much as they just are easily excited and want to meet new people, because they are oh so eager at meeting new adults. The older one of the two is eager to also meet kids. The younger one isn't, because because he hurt his leg as a pup, so he didn't get socialized until later on in his life. So it's a bit more iffy to learn to meet new people. I don't really feel like going for anything here, or I don't feel like going for a fight. I'm not good at drama. Just let's try and heckle them. It's a success. You're given a verbal licking so harsh they start running away. Let them run. You lead the world, the would-be poets to flee. Their footsteps are surprisingly rhythmic, given their clear fear. You come upon an upset child whose cat is stuck in a tree. We can either fly up, climb up, or call the cat down. Well, we certainly don't have the lore to do that, so we'll just climb up the tree. You climb up, and not only did you manage to get the cat down, you found some neat stuff growing up there. We found a sunrise chrysanthemum, an iron root. They were clearly hoping to get a piece of you, but man, people are in for a fight today. You approach two drunk wizards. They seem to want to show you off their magical ability, and you have the upper hand. This game reminded me a little of my childhood playing Flash games on the web. I know, same here. Whenever you're at a break at school and you can have access to the computer lab, you just go on to one of your favorite Flash game websites and you just play a bunch of games. Do you remember a favorite of yours? I think you played a whole lot of like Super Flash Brothers, even if the controls were terrible. Another one that I played was also what's it called now again? What would I call it? A bunch of Nitrom games. They usually were just puzzle-ish games, but they were still fun. Oh, Perfect 100. Actually, I guess I also extended to the rest of the chat. To anyone who wants to share their joys in playing Flash games, which has been your favorite Flash game when you were growing up? You put a really cool card trick. They're so impressed, they didn't even realize what their card was. And with that, we take our leave. Ah, no way, Grand Syrup. And now, we're good, because we've done all that we can. With your experience in flight, Gorlak has learned to use the wind sweep. With your experience in Skulking, Gorlak has learned to use the night walk. The sun sets on yet another day. The stress gnaws at me. It's day 15. The air buzzes with aggression today. You'll encounter more fights on excursions today. Well, for me that means it's time to just relax. I'd always go for puzzle and cooking games, and by cooking I mean like you gotta prepare orders for people ASAP and stuff. I'd avoid the horror ones like the plague. Usually the horror ones were like bait and switches, weren't they? It's not like they were intended to be horror games. At least most of the ones that I played weren't intended to be that. They're mostly just there for you to fool your friend into getting jump scared and then you could ha at them. But then cooking games, you probably played a couple of the Papa's games then, right? Papa's Pizzeria, Papa's Glosseria, Papa's Burger Place or whatnot. 4 gold. Yeah, we may as well buy a bed. Make my nice bed to relieve more stress at night. Yes, please. Thanks. I probably have. Well, lucky you then. There is a program that emulates old Flash games, so you could check out some of the Papa's games because they are usually very well preserved. Hi Atips, welcome to the transmission. Hope you've had yourself a good Sunday. Hello Big Muscle Azure, how I missed you. Well, lucky for you then, most of the transmissions that we'll be hosting now will be using this visage of me. So you will be seeing big muscly me more so often as you so desire. Can I personally fund you getting a Azure head? Yeah, no, I know that you have it, but I guess that is something that could be discussed. I mean, I guess if I had a head, I could do some other transmission concepts that I've been thinking about, because I do reckon it would be funny, or well, not funny, but fun to do like cooking streams and whatnot. And since I don't want to show my head, I could just have the head on it as well. Yeah, Azure head and Azure flexing. It's all coming together. Well, if I am to start doing and those sorts of transmissions, then I better double up on my workouts then. Just so I can keep you satisfied, my friend. You win in the end. I mean, don't you always win? Yeah, give me flight. Your experience with flight has learned With your experience in flight, Gorlak has learned to use Fujin Tango. Was that great? Yeah, you spend the day practicing your flying to great results. The sun sets on yet another day. It's day 16. While doing a little cleaning, you managed to find some loose change. You found 60 coins. Yeah, we could probably afford another excursion this time around. The city is a bit tough, so let's go to the catacombs. No, actually. Where do I want to go, actually? Where do I want to go? Yeah, no, we'll go to the catacombs. You pass by some mean-looking guys, and they give you a look. What is more look? Ah, really? I wasn't able to scare them? Well, that's new. They give you a little look over and a nasty little smirk as they approach you. A group of guards approach you and you're at a disadvantage. Punch them, run away. Create a distracting illusion. Well, this would be a good time to get some extra flight points, so we flee. You slip past them and get away. More guards. You can't seem to spot your phone, they remain unseen by mysterious horrors. Ooh. I'm gonna start punching ghosts here, you know that, right? Let's see. What are actually our new spells? Night Walk. 20% chance to dodge for 3 turns. And we got cut a blade through the air with the sheer force of your wings. Attacks with resistance and deals wind damage. Hits 5 random targets with wind damage. It's attack versus resistance. 1000 MP. Jeez, that's a lot of MP. That could be very nice, but for now, that's probably best reserved for bosses. So we'll do our slight line cutter. Do we need the bone rattle? We probably don't need the bone rattle. We can probably just get in with a bunch of rapier thrusts. Ow. Lucky me. Give me more skulk. Another fight. We cannot see the ghosts. Alright, it's gonna be a harder one then. Alright. A swing. Swing and a hit. You can blind swing and connect with something before it can get to you. Oh, you aren't strong, are you? That's what you get for sneaking up on me. What do I want here, actually? There's so many strength checks, I can probably just get that up to 100 passively, so give me some spookiness. You turn around the corner and suddenly find yourself underwater somehow. A water spirit seems to be trying to drown you too. Too bad for them, you don't have lungs. Noticing this, the spirit begins to twist the water in their whirlpool. The water spirit is attempting to run you asunder. This is some toughness training for us. A little bag of gold having to get caught in your ribs. Yeah, no, flies the way to go here. You're explored enough to reach a goal. Would you like to reach your goal? Yeah, try it for a goal event. You start your way deeper into the catacombs. Your new target is the tomb of the hero. You remember the time when that dastardly hero dared take the spoils from a battle he had barely even won. To salt the wound you even had made it special. There's no better time than now to get it back. This goal has given you the strength to carry on. Ah, here we are. Catacombs Team 2. Groovy, truly. Yeah, no, let's try to solve it. Nice, we did solve it. On your way through, you managed to find some thankfully very real items. A potion for me. You stumbled upon what looks like a party. Be there, do magic, play darts, be square. Let's play some darts. We did it. Nice. Good luck, us. Not only did you win handily, but they also had a prize. You found a nice potion. Your car must cause something wretched, a puzzle door. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say pick the lock. Yeah. Nothing more satisfying than being presented with a puzzle and not doing it. Your mood improves. Health up and mana up. But our stress is currently killing us. You turn the corner and suddenly find yourself in underwater. The water spirit is trying to kill us, but you won't get your way. Oh boy, you caught some useful debris. Some syrup. Yeah, let's end the day, and this is gonna be a lot of stress as we're gonna have a master. With your experience in focus, Gorlak has learned to use spot vulnerability. With your experience in spookiness, Gorlak has learned to use spooky laugh. The sun sets on yet another day. The stress of acute eats away at you, but a good bed helps. It's day 117. You slept really well last night. You're in a better mood today. Now then, I'm gonna say that we can do one more excursion. And then we're in a good spot to just finish up for this transmission of Gorlak. Yeah. So then, where do you guys wanna head over to next? Do you guys wanna go to the ruins, the catacombs, or to the city for our last excursion of the night? City, 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 city. A bunch of cities. So let's go ahead and go to the city. Big Gorlak in the big city. Let's go. Hi. Yep. Climb up. Iron root and a sunrise chrysanthemum once more. Plenty good stuff. If explorers reach a goal event time, let's go. You walk down the street when you hear a voice. Hi, nice cloak. To the untrained ear, one might believe that we're a compliment, but there was a tone in the voice that meant to invert this comment into the dastardly rhetorical technique known as sarcasm. You shoot them a glare to find two older dragons. They may not be physically hostile, but you are far too outnumbered for a battle of wits. You need to escape while you still can. You really don't have a good comeback anyway. They were holding hands too. The bond they share must hold untold power. Weird that you could harness it someday. This goal has given you the strength to carry on. You will gain more stamina after returning home. We saw a pair of gay dragons, and Gorlak is too dense to actually know about it. That is wonderful. Why do you guys keep on want to fight me? Yeah, no, I think there's something wrong with the toughness stat. Unless toughness rolls at a disadvantage, most toughness checks seems to be 20 points... No, 30 points lower than they should be. That's funky. You're face to face with an adventuring party. You have the upper hand. Stare them down, pickpocket them, act friendly, or just walk away. I wish I could sculpt, but... for now we'll just leave. You simply leave at a pace they cannot, or they will not keep up with. As you walk the streets, you find yourself hearing the telltale cackle of your favorite witch, Baba Yaga. She's flying around in her big castle of the rooftops. You can hear her theme song already. Luckily, she seems to have noticed you too, and is coming down to see if you're looking to buy. It looks like our little dragon is out for a stroll. Are you looking to buy something special? I have the greatest wares, you see. You really do have the greatest wares, Baba Yaga. Give me it, the barbarian harness. Yeah, let's try to get the Lost Aegis as our accessory. So for that, we'll have to sell something. Luckily, we got to sell some iron roots, which sell for quite a fair bit. Give me the Lost Aegis. Barb harness on and Lost Aegis on. Defense grows as you become able to wield it. I think we got something very strong going on right now. And them poets are a tricky bunch, you know? And there's no shame in cutting until their insults wear off. Thank you, Baba Yaga. It did ease some stress. Thank God that ease some stress. The best for some mean looking guys, they give you a look. But I'm even meaner. They clearly were hoping to get a piece of you, but you were not about to let them get it. You're face to face with an adventuring party. We'll just leave. You simply leave at a pace they cannot, or at least will not keep up with. A gaggle of drunks have decided that you're their new buddy. Deal with it, steal something, cast a silencing spell. Well, let's try and deal with it. Very nice. The group seems to think that you're really chill and have an extra brew. You got hard slop. He says you're being watched, so you go to find cover. Success. You manage to stay hidden as your foe approaches and get to jump on them. You approach them with loudmouthed drunks. They seem to want to show off their magical ability. You have the upper hand. Ah well. You know what magic is stronger, yeah? Muscle magic, yeah. Scope out a vulnerable target, making them vulnerable to take critical hits. And our new maneuver is attempt to terrify your foes, leaving them too scared to attack sometimes. All that sounds pretty nice. That wizard did not even know what hit him. Man, I can't believe that we've created ourselves a very strong Gorlak again. What do we want? What do we want? Let's give me some toughness. As you find yourself walking the streets, you find yourself hearing the telltale cackle of your favorite witch, Baba Yaga, once more. Just laying around in her big pestle over the rooftops, you can hear her theme song already. Luckily, she seems to have noticed you too, and is coming down to see if you're looking to buy.
Looks like the little dragon is out for a stroll. I hope you're looking to buy something special.
Sadly not, Baba Yaga. Next time. You've gotten pretty familiar with how to find this merchant. You can now choose to shop with this merchant without spending energy. That's perfect. And we've eased some stress. You explored enough to reach a goal. Yeah, goal event time. While walking through a neighborhood, you notice something familiar. A house marked with the hero's family crest. Perhaps his descendants live here. A window's open and the street is surprisingly quiet. The thought that you could just take something crosses your mind. Without giving it too much thought, you slip inside and grab a couple of things. You found a mithril helm. You also found a small portrait of the hero. You stare at it for a moment. You pocket it before you spend too much time sitting around. 2 goal events here throughout the city. We're truly exploring it at a wild pace. Get screwed. Your own eloquence outdoes these bozos. You're winning a linguistic battle against an improv troupe. Your aggressor attempts to lay down a verse to get the upper hand, but their flow is awkward and you have the advantage. Ah well, you know our motto, slam 'em. Everyone knows the most important part of slam poetry is just slamming, and slam you do. Slam away, chat. If you aren't too careful, I'm gonna slam you as well. Slam you into the ground, into the wall even, if you're oh so daring. Yeah, no, lion caster's probably a good idea. Ah, lucky. Critical hit. Bone Rattler on the Scalding Shald. Holy. Give us more skulking. This has been a very effective day. The sun sets for another day. The trusty recruit eats away at us, but a good bed does help. It's day 18. Were you making a reference with the slamming? No, slam is just a fun word. Well, I guess I could have made a reference to the subway slammer. That villain in P5X is really funny to me. He's here with the slamming, folks. And it's even better if I slam a pregnant woman. By gosh, they really did just peek at their first villain P5X, didn't it? The spirits of self-improvement have blessed your home. You're guaranteed to have a great result when training today. Understood. In that case... actually, I haven't actually chatted with our guys for a bit. see a drawing. Looks like White went to a Yes drawing class here recently. So, what have you been up to? White produces some sheets of paper from their cloak and hands them to you. They prepare a selection of charcoal drawings they've been produced over the years. They gotten really good at this. While you were looking at their artwork, they wrote something down. Black and I tried living in the city for a while. I didn't like it very much there, so I would do a lot of hiking and practicing my charcoals. Black even gave me some extra money from his job to take some classes too. But of course, Black eventually got old, so I moved into the catacombs. It's quiet there and most people don't steal my stuff. Hey, I apologized. They let out a rattling noise. They're laughing. Do you remember where old hideout is?
Yeah, it's in the waste, obviously.
Do you remember where specifically?
Can't say that I do that, honestly.
Oh, I was hoping to find some of my old stuff there. I was thinking you would have some idea, since you always had a better memory than me.
Sorry, but you don't get to be as old as me without some things knocking loose.
Wait, how old did you get before you died?
Somewhere around my 70s, I think. Got sick pretty bad and had them bury me by the lake.
Oh, I see.
Oh, with that, Sourpuss. We're hanging out again. It's fine.
Yeah. We're gonna have a chat with the necromancer later on. Right, a day of training. We will get 60 toughness most certainly. So let's get our focus up. With your experience in focus, Gorlak has learned to use Steel Thyself. You spend the day meditating to great results. 20 focus and 6 stamina has been accrued. Sorry Baba Yaga, not today. I already gotten what I wanted to get from you. And that's gonna be it for today's Gorlaking. And I'm gonna say, thank you for tuning in to this Gorlag. I am deeply sorry that I pushed it off from first day onto today. Things just happen quite a fair bit on that point. But hey, I hope you guys still had your fun. I sure had my fun. Strained Gorlak is wild, to say the least. To think that both Mage Lack and Strength Lack are very powerful individuals. Well, I tried having a bit of a checkup, but it seems like there's no one I can send you guys off to, so I'm gonna wish you all a wonderful night. Next transmission will be on Tuesday, and we'll be finishing up this Life of Gorlak on that point. Or well, actually... No, actually, Tuesday will be a surprise game. We'll finish up this Life of Gorlak on Thursday. That's what I'm gonna say, that's what I'm gonna say. But until the next time that we meet, stay safe, grow stronger, skulk around, and try to be the spooky self that you can be. Catch you guys around. Bye bye.